Hello everyone, welcome to the reading. This reading will be about BTS. I'm going to be seeing what's going to be the outcome of them going up against the Grammys. I'm also going to be looking into why did they go up against the Grammys. And so many interesting questions. But before I get to those questions, let's just see what's going on with the energy of the group as a whole. What can we see regarding the energy of the group as a whole? I'm seeing that they feel like they have to fight with the Knight of Wands. They have some sort of spark, some sort of fire where they feel like they need to fight. Can we get a deeper understanding? They feel like time is not on their side. The Six of Pentacles can represent karma. It can represent give and take. It can also represent time and justice too. The Knight of Cups. I'm seeing a member here that's not happy. What can we see about this member that's not happy? I'm seeing a member here that's not happy. He feels like he's not getting credit for all the hard work that he does. It's just what I'm seeing. This card came out crooked. So what's being told to me with this Three of Pentacles is that he feels like he's carrying the group, that it's a burden on him. Not just that, it's telling me that he even prays against this group that he's in, that he wants karma to destroy it. You see how I didn't even know the Tower was going to be next. Do you see this? You see, I'm never speaking out of my ass. I told you that he's praying against this group because he feels like he's not getting what he deserves. And what pops out? The Tower. He wants to see the destruction of the group. I don't know who this guy is, but it's telling me that he feels like it's a burden on him. He feels like he's the reason why the group is successful and why it's continuing to have success. He feels like he's not getting what he deserves out of this group. The group, they know that things are off. They know that time is working against them. Let me ask, do they know that this man is praying against them, that want to see their downfall, wherever this man may be? The Six of Cups. Yeah, they know that it's someone that they're dealing with. It's telling me that they had a good relationship in the past with the Six of Cups. But money is always the issue. Money is always the issue. You see this, right? The Five of Pentacles. Money is always an issue. Not just that, these people, they keep a lot in. It's telling me all of them. They have a lot of issues, problems, things going on in their life, whether they feel like they deserve more money or recognition. It's telling me that they keep it to themselves with the Hermit, that they don't talk about how they feel until it explodes, until it comes out, or until it shows by someone's actions. It's just what I'm getting here. So that's deep. What can we see with the next slot? This is just a continuation of everything that's been happening. It's telling me, I don't know, it's just saying some of them feel like they're just not getting paid right. The Page of Pentacles. I don't know, it's telling me all of them. They feel like they're not getting paid good. I don't know what their contract is, but it's just telling me they're not happy with the money. Someone is a favorite here, though. Someone gets all the benefits. Someone gets all the attention. Gets all the glory, is what I'm seeing. But even then, it's telling me whoever this BTS member is, he still feels like he doesn't get enough. But the truth is that he's delusional, that he's selfish. What can I say about this selfish, delusional man? He's immature. He only wants more with the Page of Wands. Any more insight? The Ten of Pentacles. It's telling me he comes from a rich family, or his family has a lot to do with BTS. It's telling me that he gets special perks, special benefits because of his wealthy family or his connected family. At the same time, though, he's just an immature emperor that just wants more. He needs to understand that there's other members in this group and they're actually not getting shit while he's getting everything. What's the next final slot? I'm seeing a group that's going to break out with the Six of Swords. Eight of Cups walking away. So the Six of Cups, I said Six of Cups, excuse me. The Six of Swords representing walking away. The Eight of Cups representing walking away for sure. I'm seeing a group that's going to break up. The Wheel of Fortune is telling me fortune is just not on their side. Regret, hurt, heartache, and pain with the Five of Cups. Disappointment. So that's a lot of energy. I'm happy I looked into it. Now, let's actually see. What is the reason for them going up against the Grammys? What can we see? What's the reason? Is it just because they don't want to be rounded into one category of best pop Asian group, if that's the name, if I got it correct? Is it that why? Is it because they just don't want to be like limited by just being called an Asian group? And I guess I'm going to put my 2 cents in. I mean, what do these people truly want to, though? I mean, they're not an American group, right? Aren't they like some sort of Korean group, if I'm correct? So it's like, well, what do they want then? I mean, sometimes people need to accept what it is. You ain't going to see someone in America that's being invited to a Chinese award show complaining about the category that they're in. That's ungrateful. So are these people just ungrateful, or is there something else going on? But first, let me actually see. What is the reason for them coming out against the Grammys? What can we see? Okay, I'm seeing that they're trying to attract something to them. When we speak of the Queen of Wands, it represents attracting things to them. The Empress, it talks of building behind the scenes. So they're trying to build behind the scenes. The Queen of Cups. It's telling me that this was an emotional energy. I'm not trying to offend any women here, but let's just be real. Sometimes women act out when they feel a particular way emotionally. I'm seeing that these are a lot of women here. The Queen of Wands, the Empress, now the Queen of Cups. It's telling me that these men were not thinking logically, that they were just acting on impulse. Not just that, the Seven of Wands, it's telling me that they did feel small. They felt backed in the corner. They didn't like they felt singled out. That's just what's being told to me. I don't know who else is Asian that's invited to the Grammys. I don't watch the Grammys. Let me just be honest. I don't watch the Grammys. It's telling me that they felt singled out. So they felt limited with this Seven of Wands. They felt like people were directing some sort of aggression and hatred towards them. The energy is telling me it's true. So they act out on impulse. They weren't thinking. The Lovers, they're going to try to make their way back, though. I think that is deep, because I thought it was just going to be the Lovers, but then it's the Tower, and then it's the Fool. So it's telling me that they're going to try to make their way back, but it's not going to be good for them. You don't go up against a tyrant. You don't go up against a dictator like the Grammys. The Grammys have destroyed so many careers. The Grammys have ostracized so many celebrities and limited them, right? I say that for what it's worth. How many great rappers, performers, pop singers have made the Grammys upset, and their career has been limited ever since. I say that for what it's worth. Let me ask next. How will coming up against the Grammys, how will it disturb them? What can we see? Will it disturb them, or will they be able to make a recovery? Okay, I'll leave that in the current slot. Okay. These people were foolish. They weren't thinking correctly. They were foolish, and they wanted more. It's telling me more is always an issue with these people. Okay, let me get to the energy. The Nine of Cups. It's telling me that they were happy with their decision. They felt good. It's telling me it's some sort of entitlement. These are entitled people. But sometimes you have to not do the most, right? Because you go from the Nine of Cups to the Page of Cups, to only receiving more. This reminds me of when I was a 2 or 3 year old baby. I'll tell an interesting story about me. When I was a 2 or 3 year old baby, I had an aunt that her stairs, like on like every like step, pretty much, she had like huge ass big orange bags that were filled with newspapers, but they were like Halloween pumpkins. Like, they were plastic bags, but like shaped like a Halloween pumpkin. So they just had to put newspaper to like fill it up, right? So can you believe this is me at 2, 3 years old? We visit her, whatever. And then when I was leaving, I was just like, I want one, right? I remember it like it's yesterday. It shows like my personality can kind of be crazy. So I told her I really wanted one. And she said, okay, I'll give you one. And then after that, I decided that I wanted two. I said, I want two. And she said, oh, I can't give you 2. I can give you 1. Can you imagine this is me at 2, 3 years old? I've always been intelligent. I walked at an early age. I was speaking at an early age. I was just one of those type of babies. I was crazy. So she said, I can't give you 2. I can give you 1. And then I told her, I said, if I can't have 2, then I don't want none of them. What baby talks like that? That's insanity. That was just my spirit from the start. So she said, I'm not going to give you 2. So I guess you're going to leave with none. And after this lady I was with, she was just like, you need to get, what did she tell me? She was like, you should just get 1 so you can have 1 instead of having none. And after I was like, I want 2 or I don't want none. And then then my aunt was just like, I ain't going to give you 2. So if you don't take 1, then you can't have none of them. And I said, I'm not going to have none of them. And then when I finally went home, I regret. Literally, I thought about it all the way up till I was like in the 1st, 2nd grade, because it bothered me for whatever reason, because I loved the shape of the pumpkin. It was like cute and it was orange, and it was like a big ass, like a huge ass pumpkin too, that was like filled with newspaper. But the whole point was, like, I think shredded newspaper at that. She didn't just like fill it with newspaper, she shredded all the newspaper. So it was like filled with like a ton of shredded newspaper. So what I'm seeing here is, I brought up that story because it reminds me of this energy where it's like sometimes when you're too greedy and you try to do too much, you end up having less or nothing afterwards. What's the hidden factor here with this face down card? The 10 of Wands. It's going to be embarrassment. It's going to be a shame. It's going to be a problem for them. The 10 of Wands speaks of burden. These people are going to be dealing with burdens. This group is already in decline, is what the energy is telling me. I've never heard not one of their songs, so I don't know how successful their cars. I don't know how successful like what's happening in their career is. Like, I don't know how successful it is, but what the energy is telling me is that these people are already in decline. They're already failing. That's just what I'm getting intuitively. Not just that, the energy doesn't like a greedy fool. It's telling me these people are greedy fools. Not just that, the Ace of Wands. Do they not know what's the energy that they're going to be dealing with? What can we see about this energy? Options. It might be affecting their options. When we speak of the 7 of Cups, the 7 of Cups represent your options. This unknown energy might be affecting their options. The 5 of Wands, conflict, representing fighting. These people are going to be dealing with conflicts now and fighting. What can we see with the 10 of Cups? The High Priestess. The 10 of Swords. Okay, these people feel like they've been blessed for so long. This is just what the energy is telling me. I'm not saying that it's true, but this is what the energy is telling me, that they feel like they got their career out the mud on their own. They feel like they did it all by themselves. What I'm seeing here is that it's not true with the 10 of Cups, that they're connected. They have some sort of lineage or sort of connection that helped them become popular, that helped them become relevant. But what I'm seeing, though, is that they feel like they can exploit that option. They need to understand that this is in Korea, right? I believe this is Korea. They're a Korean group. If they're not, my apology. If they're like Japanese, I don't know. My apology. But they need to know that this is not Korea. We do not care what they feel like or what they think. They need to know that America is ruthless, okay? So what I'm seeing here is that they feel like they can get away with this type of behavior where they're from. They feel like they can employ either some lawyers or someone that has skill. When we speak of the High Priestess, it's someone that has skill. They feel like they can employ someone that has skill that can clean up this mess. But they only betrayed themselves with the 10 of Swords. This was extremely stupid, extremely immature. The Hangman, they're going to be stuck. Not just that, they're going to be regretting with the 2 of Wands, wishing that they never did what they did. Not just that, they might take their ass back to fucking Korea and shit and be thinking about what the fuck they did. America is the market to be. America makes waves. I'm just saying, right? I understand it's an empire. I understand it does a lot of bad, horrible things. I'm not saying it's right, it's good. I don't support the horrible things. But at the end of the day, we have to call it out for what it is. America makes waves in the celebrity talent world, right? So it's kind of just like, you really don't want to disturb the market here with bullshit. These people are just going to be stuck. Ooh. people, these babies, they're babies, they're immature, they weren't thinking. Now they're going to be stuck, right? They're going to be like me when I was a kid, being greedy, wanting everything, wanting the most. Is one or more member leaving the BTS group soon? What can we see? The King of Pentacles, whoever this greedy one is, it's that one that's greedy, that feels like everything should be owed to him. The Three of Swords, he felt like he has some sort of betrayal. The Knight of Swords, it's telling me that he left before, but then he came back. They're just telling me it's true, that he left the group and then he came back. So whoever this greedy one is, it's telling me he does the most because he's greedy. You see how he's carrying this little thing here that they use to like cut plants and shit? It's telling me that he's just too greedy and too entitled, that he felt hurt. He's going to be the one that's either leaving or responsible for people leaving, is what I'm seeing here. What else can we see? Okay. What did I tell you that he left before? Some of these, it's telling me a lot of them. I don't know why it's just telling me a lot of them. A lot of these people, they left the group already. It's like they go back and then they come back in and out. The Two of Pentacles represent in and out. They're both in and out. Like it's like they leave, then they come back, then they leave, then they come back. These people, they're immature. In and out as far as the group. The Three of Pentacles represent teamwork, a group. Not just that, Four of Pentacles can represent someone being selfish. There is a selfish, entitled, rich boy here that gets everything, and he only wants more. He's not even thinking about his fellow friends. The world tells of Saturn, lessons. The Ace of Wands, they're going to learn that energy is a real thing. When people don't feel safe, it's telling me some people don't feel safe in this group. They can't trust the group. They don't feel safe. They don't feel happy. That it's a mess, that it's just like Saturn, the world's going to be teaching them that everyone needs to feel equal, right? That there needs to be fairness. Saturn in certain placements can represent fairness. Things need to be fair. When people stray from it, then that's when bad things happen. It's true. I do astrology charts, so it's like Saturn can represent when things can be where it needs to be fair. And Saturn also represents where things won't be fair. So wherever it's at in a chart, it can also represent where there's disparities. It's telling me that there's disparities because people don't feel safe. Not only do they not feel safe, but they don't understand how energy works. You already had one member pretty much doing spell work against the group. Prayer is spell work, believe it or not. Even if you're praying to the Christian God, whatever God you're praying, that's still a form, it's still spell work. You're directing energy. Whoever this man is directing energy against his group, wanting to see his group fail, wanting to see his group be punished. And the funny thing about it is that you know how they say, watch out what you wish for? The same, watch out what you pray for. You don't know the calamity that can happen. You're trying to work against your group, but then your foundation's going to open you up and you're going to fall through that hole. Foolish behavior. Judgment. This is a karmic situation. It's telling me many members of this group is not happy. Final slot. The Page of Pentacles, they're only going to receive small money from it. This is how foolish they are. If they were smart, they would be strong and be a team together. A house divided cannot and will not stand. It'll fall. It's telling me that these people are divided with the Two of Wands here. They're not working on one accord. They're not working for the betterment of their group. This is actually deep. They're not working for the betterment of the group. They're working for the betterment of themselves. The Seven of Pentacles, they're going to try though. They're going to be humbled. They're going to realize that the money isn't right, that things are slow. And then they're going to be running back to the group like they always do. This is telling me that this is a karmic cycle. Okay, well, their boss, that Bang Shuyuk, I don't even know how to explain that. I don't even know how to say that shit. Will their boss be going to jail? That Bang guy. Will that Bang guy be going to jail? What can we see? Jail or prison? Future slot. The will. I don't know. Let me see this one. This is actually deep. The will of flow. this Wheel of Fortune. It's telling me it's truly up in the air. It just is what it is, and I'll leave that in a future slot. It's telling me it's up in the air. It's telling me that whoever this Bang is, I guess that's a man. I don't know if it's a woman. This Bang person has to reflect on all the decisions that was made. All the decisions. What else can we see? Not just that, this is going to be an expensive loss. It's telling me whoever this person is going to deal with loss because of bad memories. The Six of Cups represents memories. Something to do with memories being bad. The Queen of Wands, passion. There's a lot of passion here. It's saying whoever this Bang person is, whoever this boss person is, felt like they were doing the right thing. What else can we see? Movement. Loss. This person's going to be dealing with loss. I don't know if this person's going to be going through jail. The Ace of Swords, there's truth here. Can also represent legal matters. This can also represent someone being locked up. So that's deep. This Four of Pentacles. It's telling me that this is going to be an expensive thing for this Bang person to be dealing with. That whatever this person did felt like that person was doing the right thing. But this person's coming to the realization that they made wrong decisions. Not just that, the Wheel of Fortune, everything is up in the air. I'm seeing court. I'm seeing stuck. I'm seeing trapped. Ugh, so sad, so bad. Now, before I leave it here, is there anything else we need to see about this BTS group? This was an interesting reading. These boys, that's what I'm going to call them. I don't even see them as men. These lady boys, I don't know. There's a lot of discontent. I'm getting a lot of discontent. I'm seeing hurt, feeling trapped. They have a lot of worries. I'm not trying to be rude. I'm not trying to be crude. It's just saying that they need some coochie in their lives to help them out. I'm seeing that these energies telling me it's true. They do. Their energy is really dry. They're really just hurt. They're really emotional. They need some vagina to vitalize them, to help them rejuvenate. I'm seeing that they're just around a lot of crusty balls that's against tight pants. And they're all mad. They're all frustrated. They just need to relax. These boys, they're not even able to be men. They're being stuck in a dynamic that's not healthy for them. They have bad interactions with the opposite sex is what I'm seeing here. These boys are holding in a lot of tension. They need to fuck. They need to have sex to relax. Judgment. It's telling me no one in this group is innocent, that they're all messy, that they're all dirty. Boss, members, and all. Crowning this. Success. There will be success, though. Queen of Pentacles. It's telling me, I don't know, they need to employ more women. I'm not even a feminist. Let me just say that. I don't believe in all that bullshit. I believe that everyone needs to be treated equal. Everyone needs to be treated fair. That no one should be treated greater than the other. That includes men, women. They all need to be treated the same. They all need to be treated equal. But the truth is the truth. What the truth is telling me is that they need to employ more women. They need more femininity in their energy because a lot of these boys are confused. A lot of these boys do not have good relationships with women, despite whatever they try to advertise, their fake relationships, whatever, their so-called behind-the-scenes relationships. It's telling me that these boys are disturbed. That's going to be coming out in the future. But for now, what I'm seeing here is that they're going to have success, but they need to employ more women. They need to have more interaction with women, whether it be romantic or even business-wise, because it's telling me that these boys are stuck. They need to open the energies up. If they want the blessings of Venus, then they need to be friends with Venus. It's telling me they're around too many eunuchs, too many Mercurian energy. Right? Too many shriveled balls up against tight pants, tight jeans, and tight underwears that they're just frustrated. They need to relax, okay? Hopefully this reading was very insightful, okay? Take care, people. I left no stone unturned.